The 3DDrive app is an integral component of the 3DEXPERIENCE platform that brings all your designs, documents, and collaborators together in one place. This cloud-based data storage system makes it easy to organize content into folders, upload and download designs, rename and delete files, and share them with others. You can even use external links to share content with users that are outside of your network on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, ensuring that everyone involved on a project can view the designs. And once those people have access to viewing the content, they can comment, preview designs, and add annotations to give further clarification on how to move forward in the design process. In this lesson, I'll cover the basics of storing and managing files in 3DDrive, as well as how to share the content with others that are either existing members in the 3DEXPERIENCE platform or are outside of the network. To begin, I'll pull up the 3DDrive app from the 3D compass by clicking on the north quadrant for My Social Collaboration Apps, and then double-click on 3DDrive. I'm currently logged in as a new member and don't have any folder structure or files included in 3DDrive. But not to worry, it's really easy to get set up. As you can see from the tiles on screen, I can store content, share it with others, and combine drives for collaboration. First, I'll focus on storing content. To create a new folder, simply click on the arrow next to My Files at the top and select New Folder. I'll give it the title Proof of Concept Phase 1 and click Create. This creates the folder, and I can double-click to enter the folder. As you can see, I can drop files here, so I'll pull up an assembly and its components to include in the folder, and then drag and drop them all to upload the design. As you can see, the bulk files upload in no time, and if you have the 3DEXPERIENCE platform add-in installed on your computer, the files sync right away, and you can see them listed in the new folder. While I'm here in the local drive of 3DDrive storage, I want to show you how you can upload entire folders at once to sync them. If I go ahead and drag and drop these folders with other designs, all of them are added to 3DDrive as new folders with the content included inside. You can also upload files in the web version by clicking on the arrow next to a drive name or folder, and then selecting Upload File. From here, simply select the files you'd like to upload, and then click Open. Now that you've seen how to add files to 3DDrive, I want to show you how to share content with other members. If you want to share an individual file, click on the arrow next to the document name and select Share. There are a few ways you can share content. You can select individual users with either viewing or editing rights. You can publish the design to a community for other users to see the content. Or you can share it using a link, which gives the recipient, whether that person is within the platform or an external contributor, the ability to see the information without editing. I'll cover this last tab a little later in the lesson. Let's say I want to share it with a specific user with editing rights. I'll type in the person's name here and select their name when it appears. The checkbox here will allow this recipient to share the design with others as well. I'll leave it unchecked for now. I'll type in a quick message, check out the first design, and in the options at the bottom, I want to use the option Share the selected file with all linked files, since I'm sharing an assembly with associated individual components. Changing the option to just share the selected file only would only allow the recipient to receive the assembly file without any of the associated components. And when I click Share, the files are shared with that user, which can be accessed from 3DDrive as well. If you're ever curious who you've shared a file with, simply select it in the list, then click the Information icon, and choose the Access tab, which allows you to see who has access to the file or folder. There's also another tab where users can write comments about the design, which is a great tool for collaborating and keeping direct communication as a part of a file. If you ever need to delete a file or folder in 3Drive, simply click on it in the list, and then click on the trash icon in the upper right corner of 3Drive. You can also delete multiple items at once by holding the Control key or Command for Mac users, and then clicking on the trash can icon. You can also delete folders and files by clicking on the arrow next to the name, and then selecting Delete from the menu. Many of the file types in 3Drive can be previewed using the 3D Play app. Any of these SOLIDWORKS files can be previewed by double-clicking on one, and the 3D model appears where it can be rotated and manipulated on screen. While in this preview, notice there's still some tools in the upper right corner. Here I can click this pencil icon to rename the file, which can also be done directly in the list by selecting the file and clicking the icon in the corner, or by clicking on Rename from the arrow drop-down menu. All the sharing functionality I've shown you so far is focused on sharing with members in the platform. If you want to collaborate with external stakeholders, you can share the folder or file using a link. Simply click on the option to Activate Link, which can be copied and sent in a personal email, or have an email generated and sent to the users you type in below. I'll type in 2 additional users here at the bottom, separated by a comma, and then click Add. If you're ever unsure who has access to the external link, you can click on the Information tab, and then select the Access by Link tab, which lists all the emails that have received the link. The admin of the platform can also view all the files that have links that have been shared. So if you're an admin or need to ask the admin if there's certain files that have been shared with other users, they can be seen here in the Content tab of the Platform Management dashboard under Manage Settings. This is where the file access can be revoked if needed. Now that I've shared the file with another user, I'll switch over to that account to see how the file appears. Here in the recipient's account, the file name appears here on screen. Double-clicking on it brings up the preview where that user can move the model around, explode the assembly to show all the individual components on screen, section the model to see the internal components, and change to any of the standard views.